Lives, come in the room. Come in the room. Please. Come in the room. Come in the room on the live, yo. Fix that over here. You should get that Scarface picture real good, you know what I mean? Come in the room. Come in the room. It's Brooklyn's finest. The livest. That's a little clip with the boys, the lobby boys, Jimmy, Mano, you know what I mean? But come in the room, we ain't really come here for that. You know what I mean? We come here for this. Sprit Stars, the livest channel, Brooklyn Finest and Greens. Roll with the winning team. You know what I mean? Right now, in Greens, Juve, they outside, oily, dirty, party. You know what I mean? That's their style. You know what I mean? They doing their thing, it's live. Real talk. But me, I'm Put Star, so sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme fast. Wow, so much kinetic energy. My name should be Everlast. Real talk, sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme fast. I got so much kinetic energy, my name should be Everlast. Come in the room, come in the room, come in the room. Where y'all at? I know y'all outside, I know y'all out and about, especially in Greens, you know what I mean? Yes, I am in Grenada, I'm Brooklyn Finest in Grenada. I'm in the small island nation, you know what I mean? Post up, the small island nation, the gem of the Caribbean, you know what I mean? Boom, we got our money long EC dollar, close to US, you know what I mean? Grenada is a blessing, dog. You know what I mean? All them other countries, Guyana, Trinidad, Jamaica, whatever, they come here, you know what I mean, to try to catch themselves to go to America. Because they can't go to America from them other places. It's fucking hard, man. It's like $500 of bread, $200 of Guinness. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know on my live today that Africa and the Caribbean defy Trump with bad new alliance, yo. So they're defying Trump and his policies, and it seems like they're going with the Afro-Caribbean policies, but this is what's popular, man. We're here to learn today. This live is for you guys to learn, man. It's not a game, son.
Asking the West for better treatment.
Right.
It is building
Better
alternatives.
treatment.
The Prime Minister of Grenada
You know what I mean?
described the
Gotta
government
respect.
not as
Respect
a summit,
Grenada, baby.
but as a redefinition
Respect
of
the
the
small
Atlantic.
nation. Let me tell you why.
He invoked the island's unique position
Grenada got mad love.
possibility.
Plus, Grenada,
place where
they
African
bust their gun in the revolution. Where y'all at? Where y'all other Caribbean countries at? Yes, the small island nation that I live in. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Yes, but I came back to my home place. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? Mad love to all the people in the comments who come in the room. Come in the room. I got love for y'all. I told y'all it's coming soon. In August, it's a mess. It's here. Carnival Monday. Carnival Tuesday. I'm here. But yeah, like I was, let's get back to Greens.
But more
right?
importantly,
You're gonna hear this. You're gonna hear this just now. Just give me a second. Let me just explain the way I feel. You understand? And the way I think about the situation. Yeah, I mean, the Universal Master brought me back down here. You know what I mean? To Grenada. You know what I mean? My nice small island nation. You know what I mean? And my small island nation with over 100,000, they bust their gun, dog, in the revolution. They came back and buzzed their gun again in '83 in the invasion. Say no. Hold on. Stop playing with me. Say no. Say no. Roll with the winning team, man. It's Brooklyn Finest and Greens, nigga. We bust our gun twice. Invasion and the revolution. Come, I want you Caribbean, other countries. I know Haiti be busting their gun. You know what I mean? Haiti be busting their gun. Haiti was front line. You know what I mean? Free the slaves and all that. Haiti went hard. Big up to the Haitians. You know what I mean? Word. I got mad love for Jamaica also, but Jamaica, you know what I mean? Jamaica ain't bust no gun. Jamaica did not bust their gun in the revolution or nothing. Like small island nation like us. Jamaica, none of these places, y'all ain't bust y'all guns, son. Greens is the truth. Greens is the truth. Greens stand up for civil rights all the time. And we don't take shit. You know what I mean? None of these people in Grenada is more Grenadian than me. None of them. They might try to, you know what I mean, critique me and criticize me and blah, blah, blah. But none of them is more Grenadian than me. Let me tell you why. My family is fucking crackers, yo. My family is crackers, son. Crackers. You ever heard of the crackers? Mad Brothers, Winston, R.W., Winston, Wilfred, Willen. You know what I mean? Whole bunch of them. You know what I mean? Wilton, a Don nigga. Had the army fatigues on, niggas busting shots on Grand Anse Beach. You know what I mean? They executed that nigga. Back in the invasion, dog. You heard? My family, dog. We put in work, son. We kicked ball with Gary, Maurice Bishop, all that. How the fuck you think? Rest in power, grandma. She trafficked all in Grenada, Caracou, Trinidad. How you think my uncle Stephen Thomas, that's Nora, went to America in the 60s? I think about 69. Went to America, nigga. In the 60s, left a school called GBSS when he was like 16. You know what I mean? Yo, mad shout out to Grenada. But let me tell you what's popping, yo. This is what's popping. Africa and the Caribbean defied Trump with a bold new alliance. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's leaving the West. You know what I mean? It's time to get back to East where the diamonds are. They don't have no diamonds in the West, B.
Linking Accra, Dakar, and Bridgetown. This isn't theoretical. This is execution.
This execution, baby.
Why now?
Same theory.
So why
Why
2025?
now? Because now is the time. It's 2025. It's the future,
because while
baby.
the West has been
You gotta
distracted
change the
by
way we live
elections,
it.
proxy wars, and financial crises, Africa, under leaders like Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso,
Big
has
shout out
been
to
quietly
Ibrahim
advancing
Traore.
a new model.
He's the leader
No
of the new
conditional
movement.
aid, no IAM-style impositions, no extractive resource
He's
contracts.
the new
Instead, joint ownership,
he's the new
sovereign
leader
capital,
of the new
a
movement.
respect for
And the new
self-determination.
movement
And it
is
turns out
African nations
model
and
doesn't
other
just
nations
appeal
who
to
will follow
Africans.
in our
It
path will
resonates
no
deeply
longer be
with
dependent
island
on the
nations
West.
tired of being footnotes in someone else's policy.
Check your map, check your compass.
That's why the shift
See
in
what the
Grenada
West is
is
we're
not a
talking
fluke.
about.
It's part of a
They're no
continental
longer
recalibration.
dependent on the
growing
West. They
axis
want to
of the
become
global
independent. You
It's not
cannot
anti-Western.
knock that. You're
It's
supposed to
post-Western.
help them to become independent. You know what I mean? After all that slavery and all that, you want them to stay down in the mud forever. Help them to come up. Why not, Trump? Why not help
Across the
them? You help
Caribbean,
everybody else.
Barbados has removed the British monarch as head of state. Jamaica is accelerating constitutional reform. Suriname and Guyana are seeking African investment over IMF loans. This is no longer a question of protest. It's a blueprint in motion. But Grenada didn't arrive at this moment by
I'm
accident.
live out there outside.
40 years ago, the same island tried to break free, and the empire struck back. The difference today, the world is watching, and this time, the island isn't alone. At the height of the Afro-Caribbean Forum, something shifted. Not in the schedule, not in the protocol, but in the energy of the room. The moment came, not with a bang, but a sentence. When the Grenadian Prime Minister stood on stage and declared, "We are not hosting this forum because we have space. We are hosting it because we have memory, and because we still have unfinished business."
That's real talk.
It was a quiet line, delivered without theatrics. But to those who knew Grenada's history,
I'm from
it
Brooklyn, New
hit
York.
like
I
a
live in
drum,
Grenada now.
because this wasn't the first
You know what
time
I'm saying?
Grenada had challenged the
One much the
empire.
like button, no
In
front, you know what I
1979,
mean? Subscribe if
Maurice
you haven't
Bishop,
yet, brother.
a young
You know what I mean?
and fiercely intelligent
Panama.
lawyer, led
Big
the
up Panama,
Grenadian
big up my
Revolution,
boy Ved Nelson, Dwayne Ved
overthrowing
Nelson.
a
What up,
corrupt,
G?
Western-aligned
Big
regime
up Ved, yo.
and launching a
You know what I
bold
mean?
experiment
Newkirk, nigga.
in Afro-Caribbean socialism.
Flatbush.
He established
Relax.
links with Cuba,
Word.
Ghana, Tanzania, and the
Big up my
broader
boy
non-aligned
Gia. I heard he
movement.
down there too.
He
Newkirk
refused to
nigga
play
also.
ideological
Boy,
games,
yeah, I ain't see that
famously
nigga in years
stating,
without
"Our foreign
tears."
policy is not based on whether you're capitalist or socialist. It's based on whether you respect the right of people
It's the
to
largest
determine their own
Brooklyn
future."
finest.
But that
TV
vision
is on
threatened
now.
too many interests.
Come in the
By
room,
1983,
Sometimes
Bishop
I'm
was
around
dead,
slow, sometimes I'm
assassinated
around
in
fast.
internal conflict.
Kinetic energy
Days
like
later,
everlast,
the United
nigga.
States invaded Grenada under the pretext of restoring democracy.
That's
In
right.
Operation
We need to restore democracy in Grenada.
decades after,
We need to conquer the world. It's a small island nation. We need to elevate, evolve, and develop and prosper to what we want to become. Being that I'm here, it will be done because I was sent by the Universal Master and I am one of the chosen ones. So I want to set a big shout out to Deacon Mitchell. Continue your journey of the President / Prime Minister of Grenada, the Spice Island, this Brooklyn finest in Grenada, right now live styling. You know me. All y'all niggas know me. Y'all niggas remember me? Pretty D from Flatbush, 21st century. Where my ENY homies at? ENY homies, where y'all at? Big up my boy Johnny, Edgar, from Williams Avenue, my two Spanish brothers. They go hard. You know what I mean? They alive and well still. Big up to y'all niggas. Big up to Rahman, Raheem. Assalamu alaikum, Ak. My two Muslim brothers I grew up with. Big them niggas up. You know what I mean? Big up Al Ski, my Uncle Alvin. We grew up like brothers. Big up Brooklyn Dean. They down here right now representing. You know what I mean? Doing their thing. Real talk.
And mainstream Western outlets gave the forum barely a paragraph, despite its direct implications on global trade and diplomacy. To many analysts, the US
Do you guys know that the BET Hip Hop Awards is canceled? Do you want to know why? Matt Hoffa will let you know why. They announced the cancellation of the BET Hip Hop Awards. You know why? Because these niggas ain't spitting no fire. That's why they had to cancel that shit. They had to cancel the BET Awards. Come on, son. How y'all gonna let them cancel the Black Entertainment Awards? Huh?
Niggas is trash. Niggas is trash. Like
niggas
all
can't
the
rap.
music that's coming out.
That's why.
So
Hear it from Math.
And they don't
The
even want to
Brooklyn
give
Nets.
awards to you.
Hear Math. Drop the math on him,
It's
son.
just gonna be a bunch of old heads, a bunch of legends being honored and shit. Like
Niggas is
they
trash.
don't
That's
want
why.
to give you new niggas nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
the real nigga back down here who would draw the
As simple
appeal.
as that. As
You know what I
the music
mean? The
industry
real
declines,
nigga that's
as
nice is
music
back down
declines,
here who would draw
there's
the
no one to give
appeal.
awards to.
Don't worry, I'm about to write my boy Donald Trump soon.
Like who?
You heard?
Nah, let me chill.
It's not a game.
Let me chill.
Fuck you ladies. We up,
all
nigga.
right.
It's the livest
So
one.
I had the honor.
Smack your girl with 100 pack right now. Blah. Take her from you, son. Real talk. They talk that shit about, oh, they ain't about money, they ain't about fuck out of here. I want to hear that loser shit.
Kind of like survey for the best rapper.
Yeah, that's bad for offer.
The BET
Letting you know that they canceled the BET Awards.
Great numbers.
Because of some bogus ass numbers and some bogus ass rappers that ain't showing up, that ain't performing well, that ain't doing anything. So, you know what I mean? The show got canceled because you niggas ain't stepping up to the plate. You know what I mean? You niggas ain't going hard in the paint. So they canceled BET Awards. It's terrible. Come in the room, come back in the room where y'all at. Please bum rush the subscribe button. You know what I mean? Become subscribers because we are the last black survivors. Heard? So follow us. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have Ray Daniels here speaking on why rappers fail at streaming. You know what I mean? Why they, and the truth about Nicki. You know what I mean? Jay-Z and Rock Nation. You know what I mean? That's Ray Daniels. I think there's Brian, Nicki Minaj.
You're famous. Dog, if you look at all the big, let's stop this for a second. Let's look at all the big hip hop podcasts. Let's name them. Nori, Joe.
Nori, that's Big Rap.
Those are big three. What do they all have in common?
Joe
Them niggas was all
and
known
Kiss,
rappers.
just K-Ball. They not that
So
big
they
already.
starting with an audience already.
They
Even
have
if Gilly
$1 million
didn't make it to the
worth
top,
of
you knew
games.
Philly, you love Gilly. So
No doubt.
they
You know
started
them
from
already.
somewhere.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say? So I'm like, the problem is that artists are somewhere they just don't want to start. It's almost like I'll let them do it. You better do it. You better do it. You better figure out how to stream. Like people hate on Ray J. I think Ray J's at least trying to stream every day. But the reality is that the streaming audience.
Ray J is a bird.
40, you should not be streaming. If it was 35, the streaming audience are kids, bro. They're kids who are sitting on. My kid be watching shit.
Kids are streaming that shit. 24/7.
It's
Without them kids, y'all niggas wouldn't be getting no shit. That's what the nigga trying to say, yo. Rosie Perez and Wesley Snipes back in the 90s when it was grimy.
Driving to Marietta, showing up, walking by his mama house. Hey, mama, how you doing? Good. Think about that. Just because that kid had viewers, just because he had eyes, and think about how crazy that sounds. He got eyes. I'm going. No one knew him 5 years ago. You have our memories, our eyes, our everything. You just lazy, and you don't want to turn the stream on. You get 400 people, and that little nigga got 5,000. And you don't want to feel like you're not popular, but streaming is for kids. It starts with video games, bro. Like I think
Yeah. I'm totally we moving in the way of the West. You know what I mean? It's the greatest island nation. Because I was born in it. That's Grenada. It's Brooklyn finest. It's the newest flavor. And this is what's popping. We getting China funding. Yes, we are getting China funding.
You're watching from. So today I have some exciting news coming out.
Hold on, relax, bro. Relax. I got this. We're getting China funding, you know what I mean? And China will be funding the new Maurice Bishop International Airport in Grenada, son. And watch, that airport is actually new on it. That's why I was telling you, we bust our guns, son. All in the fuck. That's why America came down here and there was an invasion, son. Because the 3,000 to 4,000, you know what I mean? Med students, president in the 80s. At the time, I was there. You know, let's get the shit clear. I was there. The president in the 80s at the time was Ronald Reagan, and he came on TV and he sent troops to my country at the time. I wasn't there for all the gunshots. I was in America. But yes, in 83, they invaded my country because Reagan was not having that. Reagan was not having that shit with Russia and Cuba. You know what I mean? Russia and Cuba played they was in Grenada. They played they was building up the same Maurice Bishop International Airport. And what they were doing it for free. That's what the Grenadian people claim. They were just giving them a hand. They was just giving them a handout. They were Grenada didn't have no money at that time to get them. So you know Russia and Cuba is gonna want something in return. You understand? Right? And then Grenada is a mountainous island in the Caribbean. You go on the highest mountain, you can see Florida. You could just send, Russia could just send a missile and take Florida off the map. Ronald Reagan was like, nah, all that shit is dead. Y'all niggas can't come around here, pack your shit and roll out. Bust shots at them niggas. Bust shots at them niggas. Russia had to go. They don't know Grenada is close to the west. Grenada is a North American country. Grenada is owned by America. All these countries down, all these Caribbean countries down that line is owned by America. Indigenous people, you guys need to read and do the math. These are all American nations. Where I'm at, it's an American nation. That's right, Grenada. But to make a long story short, yeah, I mean, my med students are in danger and blah blah blah, and he utilized the vulnerability of the med students to come and bring troops in Grenada to get Cuban and Russian politics and troops and army guys out. They bust their gun at them niggas and remove them dudes. You know what I mean? One time. So yeah, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, my country been on the battlefield, front line. They've been there, invasion, revolution. You know what I mean? Grenada is not scared to bust their gun. And we're not glorifying no badness. I'm just telling you history, because Grenada is a peaceful country, okay? People just talk a lot of shit, but other than that, it's very peaceful, very nice place. You know what I mean? You basically find solace when you come here. You find solace when you come to the Spice Island, all right? and that's real. I'm Brooklyn Finest and Green, and we're going to listen to them talk about China funding the new Maurice Bishop
Beautiful Spice
International
Island of
Airport
Grenada. And
right
this
here
news that I'm talking
in
about
Grenada.
today
All right?
is brought to you by the GBN local news in Grenada.
Yeah, that's
And
Grenada
this is about the
Broadcasting
Maurice
Network.
Bishop
That's the biggest
International
TV channel
Airport.
out here.
The new upgrade, the $67 million upgrade of the Maurice Bishop Airport. So,
the Maurice Bishop Airport will be a new upgrade of 67. How much he said? Billion or million?
let's talk about it.
Oh, you gotta hear that again.
Welcome back to Carib 21, wherever
Did
in
you hear
the
that?
Caribbean or in the diaspora.
All that money?
You're watching
China
us.
love
So
us.
today I have some exciting
China
news
love
coming
beans,
out
yo.
of the beautiful Spice Island
They got
of
American
Grenada.
in here and they
And
don't
this
play, they
news
be
that I'm
doing
talking
work. They be
about
like
today
50 of them
is
bent
brought
down
to
in
you
a
by
truck
the
going to work in the
GBN
morning, yo.
local
They
news
gangster.
in Grenada. And this is about the Maurice Bishop
International
International
Airport.
Airport. The new upgrade, the
new upgrade.
$67 million
$67
upgrade of the Maurice
million
Bishop Airport.
US dollar upgrade.
let's
You
talk
hear
about
that, folks? So that's right. You ready? You ready for it? That's 67 million United States dollars. We'll be going into the new upgrade for the Maurice Bishop International Airport. So all this gun battle, all this fighting, you know what I mean, for that stupid fucking airport with Russia, you know what I mean, and fucking, what's the other one? And Cuba. Cuba and them think they own Grenada. You know what I mean? All they doctors or whatever, they come here, you know what I mean, you need a little stitches. You know what I mean? They stitch you up. They don't really be doing a good job. They're not all that professional. I don't see it. You know what I mean? But they utilize Grenada to get on their feet and to do what they do and to travel the world. That's what the Cubans utilize Grenada for. You know what I mean? They think they fucking smart. But anyway, let's continue. So what happened now? All that gun busting, we gotta upgrade that bullshit ass
Okay, so the $67 million upgrade and expansion of the Maurice Bishop International Airport in the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada. This is a big deal. Not only a big deal for Grenada itself, but a big deal for the Caribbean, the region itself. And this is yet another example of collaboration with the government of China in terms of development in the Caribbean and in...
I just wanted to tell you, please bomb rush the like button. Bomb rush the like button, bomb rush the subscribe button, share the video when you have time to share the video, okay? Please, you can also follow me at Pardon me, 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. Something, my daily prayer popped up. Yeah, but you can follow me at www.youtube.com/@theprodstar. You can send monies, donations, if you like what I'm saying, you feeling me, you want the channel to evolve, you want my channel to grow, because I definitely want my channel to grow, you know what I mean? You can holler at me at paypal.me/BrooklynFinestGD, also at streamlabs.com/@theprodstar. All these links are in the about, okay? So check me out. All right, let's get back to basically
in Africa.
The scheduled program.
And a lot of times when we see these deals
Brooklyn
go through,
Finest TV,
there are always detractors that are saying that, look, be careful of the business that you do with China. But one of the things that I've realized is that China also does business with America, Canada. America is indebted to China more than any other country in the world. But no one says anything when America is doing business with China, when Canada is doing business with China, or any European countries
and it's like America refused to pay China.
Why
they
is it
gangster,
that the
yo. They
Caribbean
ain't paying
and
them
Africa
one
is
fuck.
different?
And when you see Trump is in office
this
now,
video, I want
they
to just
definitely
break
ain't paying
down
them
why
niggas.
this
Because Trump,
is a
you know what I
massive
mean?
deal for Grenada,
He's real.
the
He's
upgrade
from
of an
Empire
expansion
State.
of the Maurice
Grew up in
Bishop
Queens.
International Airport.
I grew up in Brooklyn, New York in the
Most of
80s
the
and the
airports,
90s,
like in the
and I
Eastern
knew
Caribbean,
Trump.
we are
I ain't know him
seeing
personally, but I knew
similar
Trump
things
Towers.
in
I
St.
knew his
Vincent and
mind
the
from on
Grenadines
TV
with the
as a
Argyle
young boy.
International Airport.
I mean, I got love for
for
Trump.
decades,
Do your
like
thing.
I'm someone
no
that I love the Caribbean.
Get America
I'm the type
great
of person
again.
that instead of
MAGA,
trying to
make
put a
America
Europe
great
or
again, Trump.
to go
Make
to
it
North
great
to
like
travel
when I
North
was there.
America.
When
Every
we
chance
were
I get,
poor,
I
but
want
we
to
were
be in the
having
Caribbean.
fun still.
But
You
unfortunately,
heard?
a lot of the
$40
Caribbean
bill,
islands
that's
are not
real.
as accessible, and even to get there, it's very expensive. So I've always wanted to go to Grenada, but getting to Grenada has always been a challenge. You'd have to fly to Trinidad, fly to
Fly to
Barbados,
this, fly to that.
and then you'd have
They
to take
gotta
a
do all
layout
that
airline,
before, bro.
depending on where in the world you're coming from.
So
Now with the
basically, we're not
upgrade
gonna
of
stick
this airport,
on this guy
the Morris Bishop International Airport,
and his
more
broken
flights like that
dialect
into Grenada, and one of the
for a
things when
long
people are
time.
traveling for vacation,
But I know you can understand him
personally
clearly.
myself, I hate connecting
And
flights. If I can get like one straight flight, that is
Nicki
like a
Minaj's
dream
body
for me.
is
Getting
so.
a straight flight. I don't
What you
like to be
think?
getting off one plane, getting on another.
Ah,
I don't like small planes. Like
it's
back
so
in the days
cheap.
when there's like late,
That's
like
what they
that
said.
was like a nightmare to try and go on one of those small planes. So this is a game changer. And the same thing, as I said, that we saw took place in St. Vincent.
Right now,
when
breaking
you can
news.
get like an Air
Dr.
Canada and
Umar
American Airlines.
Johnson is in big trouble. They're saying that he's caught red-handed.
Wednesday,
That's
August
him right there.
27
I'm
at
sure
8
you're
p.m.
familiar
Eastern, hosted
with
by the
Dr.
Ticket
Umar
Blog. We'll break
Johnson.
it down what's inside
He's
our
getting
social
a streak of bad luck. I don't believe in luck, but I find the last month online they've been going in on him.
and the
So
info you need to get
it's
started.
his
Go
turn
to
for them to
thetickettrap.com
ridicule.
and join us.
So
Again,
check it out. Let's see
tickettrap.com.
what they gotta say
Top line of the
about
description get
Dr.
started now.
Umar Johnson.
Umar, there's some information coming out about
And the
Umar
homies that's
Johnson,
bringing
right?
out this video is Hip Hop News Uncensored.
I seen
Shout
this
out to Hip Hop
actually.
News Uncensored, yo.
Tony to close his page, and I seen other people talking about this on YouTube when I got in this evening. It's breaking. Dr. Umar FDMG School is facing 2 court judgments
Wow.
in Delaware, totaling $76,000
The school ain't even
unpaid
open yet, and
fees,
he's
water
facing
bills, and
judgment.
penalties.
So.
The city of Wilmington has issued writs of motion, meaning the school buildings can now be seized and auctioned by the sheriff if not paid. Now,
Wow.
when I see something like this,
auction up
it doesn't
school
surprise
at the
me at all.
Doodle. Man, already, Dr. Umar.
It doesn't.
Excuse me.
Because as much as I think Umar is irresponsible, I think he's irresponsible. I don't think,
You can't think. You gotta know.
he done a
Don't come
half-decent
on
job, I
TV
guess.
running down your
But I
black
keep
brother,
going back
and you're
to
not clear
this.
with
I
the
think this is what shows his
circumstances are
incompetence.
of the situation. All right.
You got guys that's doing it all already out there with schools with no Breakfast Club, no big podcast, no
None of that. Like
millions of
me.
views a
Like
month
me.
on social media,
Close to
no
900
Shade Room,
subscribers.
no World Star,
By
no
the
media,
end, by
no
the
news
beginning of
coverage. And they
September,
got functioning schools
we
every
will
day
get
they
up to
out there.
1,000 subscribers.
Shout out to the Cat Randall out in Georgia.
So come on here and make
Interview
sure
him
you
2 years
subscribe
ago.
if you haven't done yet.
Every time I go to
Thank
his
you.
Instagram page,
It's a
he's
lot of
showing
spoken
young black
facts.
boys how to do practical things and things in the classroom. You're tired. All the stuff that Umar talked about, wanting to do, this man is doing it, and he's half your age. Half your age. And another thing I want to say is you alienated yourself with your rhetoric. Now, I'm with the whole Pan-Africanist movement, right? I'm with it. But it's chess, not checkers. You can't alienate yourself
We play chess, not checkers, nigga.
from other groups of
Know
people
that.
that may want to help you. You think Randy or Randall or what these other guys are turning down white, East Indian, Asian donations? No, it's all to help.
Right.
That's the
So
objective.
Dr. Umar
Help
Johnson
you. It doesn't matter
have a lot of
where it's
financial
come from.
issues right
As
now.
long
We're
as it
gonna
helps
move on.
you.
We have
I can take
Grenadians
money from
needed
this
back
person,
right here.
and it's gonna
This is what they
help
claim
educate.
Trump is
They
saying.
do it to us.
You know what I
They come
mean?
inside our
This
neighborhood,
is
they
global
set up shop.
policy. You know what I mean?
And they
10
take it and
nations
they
that
put their kids
regrets
through the best schools.
kicking out Grenadians. This is 2025
Imagine a world
update.
where the decisions of a few powerful leaders could alter the fate of entire nations. What if I told you that some of the world's most influential countries made a catastrophic mistake, one that would haunt them for years to come?
No doubt.
This wasn't just a minor policy error, it was a blunder so massive It's now costing these countries billions of dollars, crippling their economies, and
Trump,
leaving governments
don't
scrambling
make no
to undo
blunders
the
with
damage.
Grenada, nigga.
The ripple effects are being
Roll
felt
with the
in
one of the
every
team,
corner of
homie.
society, from the stock markets to the streets. At the heart of this crisis lies a shocking truth. Several nations chose to expel Grenadians from their borders. Today, those same countries are facing the harsh reality of their actions, and the regret runs deep. Grenada, a small but mighty Caribbean nation, has long been home to some of the world's most dedicated, skilled, and culturally vibrant people. Grenadians have contributed to societies far beyond their own shores, excelling in fields like healthcare, agriculture, construction, and the arts. Yet due to increasingly harsh immigration policies, restrictive labor laws, and even outright deportations, many countries push these talented individuals away, often without considering the long-term consequences. Now, in 2025, the consequences are impossible to ignore.
No doubt.
Hospitals are understaffed, construction projects are delayed, and entire industries are struggling to fill the gaps left behind. Today, we reveal the 10 nations that regret kicking out Grenadians and explore how
10
their
nations
economies,
regret
healthcare
kicking out
systems, and
Grenadians.
social structures are now paying a steep price for their decisions.
No doubt.
This story isn't just about immigration. It's about a global miscalculation.
The next
a
video, we're going to
decision
talk
that
about
has
Shadeur
triggered
Sanders,
devastating
the
effects,
best
not
quarterback
just
in the
for
NFL.
Grenadians, but for the very
And then I'm going to
countries
get up
that
out of
once
here.
turned
Alright?
them away.
Yeah, that's right. The
Stay
best
tuned,
quarterback
because
in
by
the
the end of this
NFL.
video,
I'm talking
you'll
about throwing
understand why
that
Grenadians
style.
were the backbone these
Alright?
nations
As
never
well
realized they needed,
as
until it was far too late to turn back.
his brain.
The United Kingdom's strict
the way
post-Brexit immigration policies
started
led to the
marketing
deportation and
and
exclusion
marketing
of
the
thousands of
Cleveland
Grenadians, many of whom were
Okay.
essential workers in the NHS and
So,
construction sectors. Fast
Basically,
forward to
haters is
2025, and
fuming
the UK
after
From the
Shadeur
outside,
Sanders
it looked like just another
shocked the
rookie signing.
NFL
A fifth-round
with
quarterback, charismatic and
huge
talented.
contract
His first
extension.
NFL contract with a team
That's the
that
homie
wasn't
right there.
entirely sure where he'd fit
That's
into the
Shadeur
depth chart.
Sanders.
The
Come in
headlines
the
were
room.
routine.
Come in
The
the room.
figures, modest
Never
by NFL
assume.
standards.
This is the future of the
Hidden
NFL.
in a clause most people
All
would
right.
skim right past was a kind
This
of
guy
detail that
got
could
his
rewrite the
advertising
power
package
balance
and all
between
these
players
things
and the league
ready for
forever.
him
If
before
you're into
he
the
even
real
do
story
a
and
pass.
all the messy twists
You know what I
they
mean?
don't show on
Very,
highlight reels,
very
go
articulate
ahead
and
and
very
subscribe.
independent.
And if you're sticking
Alright.
around to see how this Browns QB
We out
chaos
in
plays out,
500. It's
you
Brooklyn
should definitely
finest.
be
I have to
subscribed.
go to Tone.
Shadeur
Can't stay
Sanders
with y'all
didn't
long.
just sign a
It's
rookie
carnival
deal.
season.
He detonated
I
a
gotta go
blueprint.
see what's
On
popping.
paper,
Gotta
the
go
salary
see
looked
what's
like every
rocking.
other fifth
Very
rounder's
much the like
paycheck.
button, no
Nothing
front. You guys
extravagant.
will see
Nothing
me
that would make
again
executives
later
lose
on.
sleep.
I will
But
bring it to
Shadeur,
you
guided by a
live
legacy
because it's
that's
the
been rewriting
livest.
sports business rules
I will
since
bring
the
you
early
the
90s,
Monday Night Mass.
didn't care
later,
about
alright?
what was on the surface.
Let's-
He cared about leverage. He cared about ownership. And he cared about not just playing in the NFL,